It's a first day of brink of war, which means matchmaking results are ready, and I'm basically ready to showcase the alliances which I will be participating in a future KVK, right? First of all, I want to mention that my alliance chose to go for a Calling of Courage season, KVK, instead of long range warfare season. Of course, I wanted long range warfare, but whatever alliance will decide, I'm going there, right? So, Calling of Courage is the KVK where you are basically taking the skills of the other heroes and putting on the different ones, one per hero, and one skill can be exchanged, right? That's the idea of the whole KVK. So yeah, this is the season map which we are going to be playing. Soswan, Damaris, Lunasa, Daralan, the Burning Lands, and Valoring will be the starting zones for the alliances, right? But what's the most important whenever the KVK starts? Of course, it's alliances which are participating in those KVKs, right? And in this video, main topic will be the alliances which are going to be playing in my KVK, and of course I want to give them some shout outs, right? So first alliance which will be in our first kingdom, which will be in our KVK, is Kingdom 48, which is MCU. That's the alliance a hashtag basically, and I'm gonna showcase the MCU alliance. They have Marvel. They are Marvel rivals. 11 billion power. 117 members, not full, but quite some good amount of members around, right? I believe a lot of alliances lost some power. The king is King Candy, and yeah, basically kind of full alliance. I believe they will have some farms in the kingdom and so on, right? As you can see, they have multiple 100+ million players. Some of them, most of them basically are tier 5 players, right? Which will be interesting to compete against tier 5 players. And finally, I am also tier 5, right? So yeah, MCU, Marvel Rivals, that's the Kingdom 48, and let's move on to the next one, right? The next one is Kingdom 151, and the RGU is basically the hashtag of this alliance. Let's check the alliance and let's understand what type of alliance it is. RGU, Royal Guardians, 8.7 billion power, 151 members, yet again not a full alliance, and Aragorn is the king of the Royal Guardians, right? We can see yet again multiple 100 million power players, which means they did same as basically every single alliance. Everybody lost some power to compete against same style of alliances, which will be more fun, right? Here we can see they have farm accounts also in a rank 1 feature, rank 1 section, and yep, that's the Royal Guardians, that's the officers which they are having, right? I can say honestly, I have no idea who will be our allies and who will be our enemies in KVK, but nevertheless, I will be more than glad to showcase everybody who will be playing in our KVK, right? And yeah, I can see some familiar names here. Most of them are basically strangers. So yeah, that's Kingdom 151, and let's basically move to the third one, right? 193. Let's see, IE is the alliance hashtag, and let's check the members and in general the alliance who is taking this dragon. Ed Infernum, I have one friend in this alliance, I know for sure. He already texted me that we are in a same alliance. 9.11 billion alliance, 137 members, which is nice. If most of them are, yeah, they have some farms also here, but we as we saw in basically every single alliance, Diablo is the king of the Ed Infernum, and most of the, well, basically every single officer is, besides this beat, 24-bit, are more than 100 million power players. I know power basically doesn't really mean much, but at least it's a number which we can appreciate, right? And yeah, we can see HXM, our friend here, we can see they have a lot of tier 5 players, which is nice because without tier 5 players, it's basically impossible to win KVK in Call of Dragons, unfortunately, right? So yeah, the king is Diablo, if I'm saying it correctly, and this is the AIE Ed Infernum Alliance, which is the third one in our KVK, right? Let's move to the next one, right? 197 MFS is the hashtag of this alliance. Let's check. Let's check the people here. Yep, made from scratch. Pretty cool name. 8.4 billion power, 130 members. Yet again, same style. And let's check out, right? Catsby is the leader of this alliance. And we can see yet again, pattern continues like us, like all the kingdoms which we already saw. A lot of 100 plus million power players, and hopefully most of them are fighters, because in our KVK we need fighters in order for us to have some fun in the KVK, right? Because without activity it's impossible to get the fun which we all want whenever KVK starts. So yeah, here we see a lot of tier 5 players, lot of 100 plus players, like in every alliance we just mentioned, right? So Catsby is the king. Zeke, Mia, yeah, some familiar names. Primordial, I think I have played at least one KVK with him. So yeah, this is the made from scratch MFS, and we can go and check who is coming next, right? Let's go, and the next one is 256 Kingdom, and RP is the alliance which is in this kingdom. And let's check the RP. I think we have played with RP a lot of KVKs in the past. 8.9 billion power alliance, rising phoenixes, 175 members, right? Let's check. Mamap Oli is the king of the rising phoenixes, and a lot of 100 plus million power players should be expected, as in every kingdom, as in every alliance which we saw, right? Yamipoli is the person which I have seen in some Call of Dragons communities, which is nice. So yeah, I think I have played a couple of KVKs, not even one or two, like couple of KVKs with the RP. I think in some KVKs we were allies, in some KVKs we were enemies, but what I can say that they are active, which is nice and which is good to know, right? So yeah, 256 Kingdom, Rising Phoenixes, which is RP. That's it. Hi to everybody, right? Let's move to the next one, and the next one will be 289 ST is the hashtag of the alliance, and let's check who we are checking, right? ST, the Soul Thieves, 10.3 billion power, 169 members. Yeah, and David Black is the king of the Soul Thieves. Yet again, pattern continues, multiple 100 plus million power players. Some tier 5s, some tier 4s, but what I can say that none of the familiar names which I have played with in the same KVK, which is also nice. Some new names, some new faces is always interesting, right? They also have some farms inside the alliance, so basically, yeah, pattern is same. I guess every single kingdom is doing the same thing. They just lowered the power, like send the non-active players somewhere else, and only actives are starting. Only familiar name here is Kira, I think, but yeah, I'm not really sure, right? So this is the Soul Thieves, 289 Kingdom. Let's move to the next one, right? The next one is of course us, 302, which is the Pirates. We also did, which every alliance did basically. We are 9.8 billion power alliance, and of course we sent some non-active players home, and basically we tried to get some active members only to be fighters. And yeah, you can see we have multiple 100 plus million power players in our alliance. Now I think we have some farms inside. Yeah, we also have some farms inside. So yeah, this is the Steel Hell Pirates. my alliance. We're gonna try to have as much fun as possible, and of course, we will try to win the KVK like we always try to do, right? Of course, I won't gonna speak too much about my alliance because every single kingdom, every single content which I'm making in terms of open field PvP, my alliance is there, right? So yeah, let's go and let's continue our observation, right? Let's continue our observation, and I think, yeah, 374 RMRC, right? RMRC is the hashtag of the alliance, and let's check which alliance is under this hashtag. So Super Kingdom, yeah, I guess this is the farming kingdom, maybe, I guess. So yeah, let's not speak too much about the farming kingdom, which will be useless, of course, not that active during the matchmaking. I'm not really sure why they registered, but yeah, Super Kingdom, Mr. Fury, Seal, yeah, this might be Seal's X kingdom. I have no idea. So yeah, let's go and let's move forward, right? The next one is 459 NSOS. I hope it's a real kingdom, not the farming one or the old one. Let's check the alliance, and Knights Shades of Sin, 3.2 billion power alliance, 89 members, and let's check. We have Brooklyn as a leader and as a king of the alliance. We can see multiple 100 power plus players, some tier 5, some tier 4s. Yeah, I think this is a new alliance, which is always welcome in the new KVKs, which we are trying to participate because we lowered power also, right? So yeah, it will be interesting to play with the new players. I hope they will be active. This is the Night Shades of Sin. Let's move to the next one, right? Let's go and let's check next one. 511 Tariq Viml is the hashtag of the alliance. Let's check what the alliance actually looks like. Maybe it's full. 2.2 billion power alliance, 142 members. Grim Reaper LP is the king of the alliance. We can see here some tier 5 players, some tier 4 players. Basically, it might be the mostly tier 4 player alliance, which I respect, because most of the times which I have played this game, I was in a tier 4 alliance and it was not really happy times, but yeah, struggles help you to learn game in a much better way. So, Vict1x Mortal1s, Grim Reaper is the king, and this is the 511 kingdom. Let's move to the next one, and 545 Tib is the hashtag of the alliance. Let's check what about the alliance itself, right? 758k power, Tipsports Bulls. It might be another farming alliance, or maybe not. Yeah, it's not. It's a lot of tier 4 players. Bloody Warrior is the king of the alliance. I hope all these small alliances will start to grow at some point, because it will be healthy for the game, right? This is Tipsports Bulls, and Bloody Warrior is the king of this kingdom. The next one is 564, Doe is the hashtag. Let's check regarding the kingdoms alliance, right? Dominion of Whalers, 1.6 billion power alliance, 86 members. I maybe Mary Lowe is the king, but I'm not really sure. Maybe somebody else. Lot of tier 4 players, some tier 5 players. Yeah, I can see some 100 million plus power players. But most of them are actually some farm accounts and some tier 4 players, right? So yeah, 1.6 billion power, 564 kingdom. Let's move on to the next one. 602 land, that's the hashtag, and let's see if it's a real alliance or not. Let's check. Yeah, legends never die. I think I have never played the King KVK with them. 190 members. The Sasha is the king of the alliance, and We can see some tier 5 players, some tier 4 players. I'm really happy that this alliance is basically full, which is really interesting. So a lot of tier 5 and tier 4 players, and really nice and really happy that hopefully this alliance will be active and we're gonna have a lot of fights in our KVK. Legends Never Die, 602 Kingdom, and yeah, let's go and let's check who else is left. 649 OA is the hashtag of the alliance. Let's check if they are full alliance or right. Maybe this one. Yeah, I guess that's the alliance. Old Age Home, 22 members. Achilles is the king. Some tier 5 and tier 4 players, maybe they are basically building new kingdom, but most of them are farmers. Let's not give here too much attention. Let's go, and 655 Ace is the hashtag. We are getting closer to the finish line. So yeah, let's check regarding Ace. Arcane, same style, 1 or 2 person alliance. Most of them are farmers. Let's go and let's check next one, right? I think this is the last one. 656 FXL. Let's see how much members they have and what they look like. Okay, let's see. Legion Fenix, 1.1 billion power. Most of the 1 member alliance, but most of them are farmers, right? So basically, whatever we saw during the checking of all the alliances, we can honestly say that KVK will be kinda close, right? And close KVK means that a lot of close fights, a lot of interesting videos, and of course a lot of archer gameplay, right? Plus soon we are getting to 1k consecutive day logins in this game, and of course we are going to make a separate video regarding this, right? So yeah, this is the matchmaking results for my future KVK. As always, if you like the video, press like, subscribe, share. It always gives me more and more motivation to make more content for this game. I wish everybody an amazing day, morning and night. We are going to see each other really soon. Bye bye and luck.